the dates for the FMG exams have been announced, and the exam is going to happen on 26th of July.
Yes.
So, sir, the exam is happening a bit little late.
Yeah.
How to handle these 90 days and what should be your strategy? This 26th July date, it has brought a new opportunity for the students who are not able to study well.
Yes.
Before we talk about the specifics, sir, what do you think? Now that a student has got almost 90 days, even if a student is just starting, does he have a chance or not?
Definitely, because 90 days is a big period, and we hope that little bit you must have studied during your college days also.
Yeah.
So these 90 days will be good enough to take a better chance for clearing this exam.
Right. And even if somebody is starting today, I think you have a very decent chance of cracking the examination. So we are about to start with Mission 200 Plus Lab 2, which can also be a crash course for those who are already not a part of Mission 200 Plus. So there will be Lab 2 and Lab 3. What do we mean by Lab 2, Lab 3? Lab 1 is detailed classes plus test and discussion. Lab 2 is slightly concise classes plus test and discussion. Lab 3 is final class. Good thing is NB gave us a lot of time because the exam is on 26th of July. Our Lab 2 would be very extensive. And we also would have an extensive Lab 3. So even if you're studying preparation today, still you can complete at least 2 revisions before going to the examination hall. So what is going to happen in Lab 2? First of all, we will have extensive revision classes. I will just show you the schedule. After the classes, we will have tests and discussions for all subjects by subject specialists. Late night PYQs were a big hit, right? Last year toppers, whether they were of INICT, NEET, PG, FMG, all of them said that this helped them a lot. What are late night PYQs? At 10:30 or 11 o'clock at night, we provide you with the PYQs. Not only of the FMG exam, but also of NEET PG exam, because levels are quite similar nowadays. We want you to develop the habit of solving PYQs. Now, once something becomes a habit, you cannot feel good unless you do it. There were so many students who would tell us that unless I solved the late night PYQs, I did not feel okay. I felt as if something was missing. And when you get into that zone, you start solving a large number of questions. So these are very important. They were very effective. Goga sir, about GTs, we say that we don't want to impress you.
So normally many platforms, they make the GTs which are very difficult so that you get impressed. Oh, this type of question is asked, this type of question has been asked. But in the actual exam, such type of question are not asked. So we try to make the GTs exactly like the actual exam, not too easy, not too difficult, so that you will not get overconfident by getting an easy GT, and you do not start studying wrong things which you do not require by a difficult GT. So we want you to study the things which are required. So we are making the exam which simulate the actual exam.
Last exam, sir, if you remember, so many students said that the last GT that they took on our platform and their final score, they were in +-3. So many students said the same thing.
More than 100 students I've interviewed, they have got +-5 of the last GT.
Yeah. So I think we are becoming successful in this world. So once Mission 200 Plus is over, then we'll go to Mission 200 Plus Lab 3. Lab 3 is like the final lab, the marathons, in which again we will have all the classes. The reason for this Lab 3 is we want that before going for exam, in the last 15, 20, 25 days, you have revised everything. And that's a big challenge for students. So we thought that, okay, let us do in the classes. So marathon ensures that everything is stored in your short-term memory when you're going into the examination hall. Again, these things would continue. So this is going to be the structure of Lab 2. Of course, we'll start with the OG himself. So Goga sir will start it 7th and 8th of May class and 9th of May ND. So students, when Goga sir teaches for 2 days, say around 10 to 12 hours, now those 10 to 12 hours of pharmacology would be something which would be very high yield, and when a person of his stature teaches, he tries to cover almost everything in those 10 to 12 hours. So it's not going to be a 2 or 3 hour revision, it's going to be an extensive revision, and certain things we try to cover as ENDs, certain things we try to cover as questions. So in similar way, medicine, bigger subject, 4 days given plus 5 days given. Most of the shorter subjects would be covered in one day, like psychiatry or orthodermat, one day, but another day for END so that you can revise it. Bigger subjects 4 days or 3 days, shorter subjects 1 day, mid-level subjects 2 days. So it's going to be a very extensive program. Starting from 7th of May, will continue till 30th of June. Almost 52, 53 day program. The good thing is we are still left with 25 days so that we can do the marathon, the Lab 3 with a lot of peace, and you guys can get time to revise it. So if you have been following Lab 1 properly, ensure that you do 2 revisions. Goga sir is going to come on 7th evening, in 7th morning revise half of pharmacology from the last class. Evening revise with him. And if you're a new student starting now, on 7th whatever Goga sir teaches, 8th morning revise it, 8th evening whatever he teaches, 9th morning revise it, right? So for both category of students, ensure that you're revising. We will keep on taking GTs, more GTs will be added now that we have the dates, and late night PYQs is something that you have to do before you go to bed. So if you're not a student of Cerebellum Academy, you can go to the website, look for plan Mission 200 Plus, you will see Lab 2 crash course. I think 3-month plan is of some 20,000 rupees, and you can also add the coupon code of Cerebellum to get a discount. Right guys, so we are about to start with Lab 2. It has been highly successful. As we said, enough days are left. If you start spending 8, 9, 10, 6 hours, whatever time you have, There is no reason why can't you get selected. There is no point sitting at your homes feeling frustrated कि क्या करें कैसे करें, right? Start putting efforts. When you start putting efforts, things start happening. When things start happening, it becomes easier to continue on that path. Remember the line that we say again and again. Take your preparation to the last day. Nobody has it all figured out. Everybody faces obstacles. There are days when we don't feel like studying. There are days when we feel that things are not going into our head. There are days when we feel we are forgetting stuff. This happens with everybody. But you have to show up every day. When you show up every day and when you keep showing up till the last day, no force in the world can stop you from getting selected. Let the Goga sir say the final words and then we'll end the session.
So basically I will summarize. If you are already a student of cerebellum and your lab 1 is almost going to finish, you will have 6 days before the start of lab 2. So whatever subjects, maybe 1 or 2 subjects or some small things are left, try to complete in these 6 days, and then lab 2 we will start with the revisions. So whichever subject you suppose your more subjects are left, try to cover with the lab 2. So in lab 2 there will be again a good revision around like in pharmacology there will be around 10 to 12 hours, which is very enough for me to make you revise almost all pharmacology. So similar is the case for all the subjects. So lab 2 will continue, and then lab 3 marathon will be longer this time. So you will not be burdened with 14 hours daily. So there will be more time for every subject in the lab 3 also. So you have got a very high chance of getting selected if you follow this schedule. So this is for the cerebellum students. Now those students who are not using cerebellum till now, what they can do is they can select the crash course and directly start with the lab 2. So in the lab 2, so you will be getting enough theory as well as the concepts along with the ENTs. And you can complete your syllabus in 50 days, and then there will be again one revision, which is very good revision, and your chances of getting 150 plus will be very high. So that's the program we have made for you.
So study hard. We are sure that you'll crack the exam and we'll be more than happy to interview you. All the best.
All the best.